Hello and welcome. We really appreciate you attending this presentation today. We are going to begin with a brief introduction and then explain the problem, why it's important, what's been done to address it, what challenges there are, and what we have done. The staggering growth of the internet has led to two significant phenomena. One is online search engine and the other is social media. Social media play a very important role in the dissemination of information, viewpoints, ideas, rumors, and gossip and so on and so forth in a ground scale. And they have become a place for birth and growth of the influencers and for marketing. Influencers are individuals who can influence the action and reaction of other users and, influencer marketing in consequence of their existence, which is now considered a vital element in the survival of a business. There is also a semantic web. One of the main reasons why the semantic web exists is achieving machine comprehension, thinking, and in a brief, performance in a human way. Ontologies are among the important components of the semantic web, and they are used to limit the complexity and to organize domain data, information, and knowledge. How? By defining concepts and their relations. And there is also context-aware systems, which are intelligent systems that can comprehend the context and act accordingly. There is an industry in our world called the fashion industry, which developed society pays special attention to. Why? Because it's intertwined with a concept like family, culture, art, philosophy, lifestyle, and so on and so forth. Because it's a multi-phase domain with a very special place in a world economy. It has a huge industrial chain from design to production to sale with its own special behavioral feature. And in general goes its own path and has its own ideology in the economy. Fashion is a modern need. What that statement means is that it's a redundant need and we won't perish if it's not answered. Well, this lovely modern need stimulates to survive. And its key stimulus is the need to belong and share opinion or belief among the individual. Therefore, fashion needs to present its products and services in such a way that a consumer like me feels the need and sense of belonging. So, a lot of rudeness, intelligence, and detail go into the fashion marketing. And in influencer marketing, in addition to interaction between the influencer and other user, it is important for the influencer to match the image of the collection. Things like their style and behavior matter a lot too. We found that at the moment, the process for choosing influencer in fashion business is performed semi-automatically or manually by social media and fashion industry experts, and an intelligent and automated system that can choose the right advertising influencer for fashion products the way a human would has not been built yet. Considering such a system would be a context-aware system and require context knowledge, there has been no attempt at the developing concept knowledge organization tools for it, at least here in Iran. Taking all these preliminaries into consideration, the main objective of this study is to answer the question of what would be the most effective ontology of influencer by determining the conceptual structure and semantic relationships extracted from the information source in the field of fashion in Iran. The interdisciplinary identity of the field of fashion and the semantic domain it encompasses is quite expansive, and we have to limit the field to reach the best possible accuracy and performance. So, in this study, the semantic modeling of the factors in the selection of influencer in fashion influencer marketing was limited to Instagram via surveying statistics. We first need to see what had already been done and whether there was any actual need for us to answer the research question. We looked into the ontology implement in the fashion, and based on our study, we realized that ontology are used mainly in user services, especially to improve search engines. And there was merely a chatbot that directly served business. In general, developing an ontology has several challenges, like multi-source information matching, achieving high accuracy and efficiency, and managing large-scale data. In addition to them, the other challenges we had to overcome in this research were lack of access to ontological resource in the fashion domain, up-to-date datasets, and referable subject literature, and sufficient cooperation of qualified professionals in fashion influencer marketing. This research used domain analysis, a qualitative method that's used in ontology development. In the extraction of the concept and their semantic relation, we were inspired by the knowledge engineering method presented by Neo and Na. The Delphi approach was used for confirmation. The Delphi approach is a systematic method in research that is carried out in the form of the participation of experts in the research topic, and the validity of the research depends on the competent selection of these people. Our Delphi panel members were 12 experts in the field of fashion, influencer, and fashion marketing. These members involved from the beginning of our work until the architecture of the ontology was defined and the ontology was evaluated. The device used to survey the experts were, in the first step, an interview and virtual meeting, and then a questionnaire. We used the 5-point Likert scale to ascertain the total conceptual indicator in the first and second round, and the end of the indicator for each component space was considered to add the viewpoint of the experts. The status of the answer was described by determining the average. All the information were recorded in Excel, grouped by concept, category, subcategory, and subconcept, and modeled with Visio. The topics, concepts, and terms that had been extracted had to be identified based on the collective wisdom because of their semantic complexity and for a standardization purpose. So, we used the Delphi approach to obtain the richest concepts, confirm categories, and eventually confirm the ontology itself. To build the ontology, we applied combination of the Neon methodology and ontology development 101. The 7 stages of the 101 were placed in the form of scenario 6 and 8 of iterative incremental model of the Neon, so we reached this cycle. From the 3 methods for the development of ontology, which are top-down, bottom-up, and combined, we utilize the ladder in form of supercategory, subcategory, and subcategory supercategory. By creating an informal taxonomy that includes word, microconcepts, and microconcepts, this was placed in a hierarchical structure with a systematic survey of experts, which usually is a comprehensive and top-down process. It was ultimately implemented in Protégé version 5.5.0. The scope of the ontology is influencer marketing concept is specific to the fashion industry and the usage of ontology. InfOnto was especially designed and implemented to be used in the fashion influencer recommendation system, but it can also be a practical document for knowledge conceptualization expert, and it can be used in other fields which deal with influencer marketing. In Neon emphasizes on reusing available ontology. Our search revealed that there were no ontologies in this field and one had to be designed and developed from scratch. But the existing ontological resources were identified and re-engineering to be used. The research population was obtained from 2 explicit and implicit sources. Explicit sources, which were taken from the statistical population of product advertising influencer selection in Iran from 2004 to 2021. This includes marketing documents that belong to 11 groups active in Iranian fashion industry, includes 7 brands and 4 stores. An implicit source, including experts' opinion, which become available via interview and questionnaire. The main terms of the reason why each influencer was selected were extracted from the existing document manually and recorded in the file similar to what you see in this picture. At the end, 354 concepts were identified and extracted from 3,850 documents. The concepts that were obtained were reviewed, confirmed, scored, and categorized with help from the expert. Eventually, we obtained a general core called the influencer ontology, which we abbreviate to the InfOnto. Three general concepts, namely influencer, social media, person, 8 categories and 24 subcategories. The three main concepts cover the following. Person include three main categories: physical characteristics with 11 subcategories, identity with 10 subcategories, and lifestyle with 15 subcategories. Social media include three main categories: account with 8 categories, feature with 12 subcategories, and output with 7 subcategories. Influencer include a subset of person and social media. A worksheet similar to what you see in this picture was prepared for each concept. It includes not only the concept and its relations, but it also the ontological resource that could be used for it. The entities and their explanation were identified and then implement the structure step by step in the Visio until the final conceptual structure were reached with the help from the expert. Then the preliminary model of the ontology was created, reviewed, edited, and surveyed several times to reach the current model. Therefore, by implementing the ontology and displaying it with the graphic plugin, the research question was answered. The main metrics of the InfOnto are 2,373 axioms, 1,196 logical axioms, 81 classes, 61 object property, and 72 data property. It includes this hierarchy of the concepts and subconcepts. And you can see part of the classes and subclasses and their relationship using the ontograph plugin. And part of the object property, and you can see the general representation of InfOnto with the ontograph and WebVowl plugin. Development of this ontology processed under the full supervision of experts at every step of the way. Additionally, to improve and assess the ontology, we did two more things every time the model was reviewed. 1. 30% of the concept and the defined relationships were randomly provided to the experts for testing and confirmation. 2. The consistency and coherence of the ontology were evaluated with the help of OntoDebug. InfOnto is the first ontology in the field of influencer, and we expect that its development will trigger the formation of ontology in the field of influencer marketing. Its main innovation is the scheming and categorizing of the concept in the selection of the advertising influencer for the fashion industry. Other innovation aspects are the extraction of the main concept of the field and suggested architecture for the development of a fashion influencer ontology. We think InfOnto is a strategic document in conceptual modeling policies in the field of influencer, and it will also be a useful tool for effective semantic storage and retrieval in a specialized center and to facilitate the research interaction of the field's experts user. The InfOnto is designed to solve a practical problem, and its result can guide experts and help in the study in this field. Like similar projects, it can be used to strengthen and upgrade the main area and sub-area related to social media influencers and can be evaluated by experts when used. It can be reused and edited during the creation of other applications or other ontologies to get closer to optimal result. We also think future work could include the development of a dataset and structuring the knowledge graph for InfOnto for practical use and application based on it. Thanks for your time and consideration. I'd be happy to answer any question you might have. Thank you.